Hey everybody, this is SXE Blues, and I wanted to go ahead and say a few words, once again revisiting the topic of Japan and the catastrophe that happened there 2 weeks ago. Early Monday morning they were hit with another earthquake. Some articles I read refer to it as an aftershock, but suffice to say there was a tsunami warning for about 2 hours after the fact, and very understandably shook the citizens of Japan to their very core, and as I say, understandably, after what they've been going through for the last 2 weeks. CNN's latest news lists the death toll at over 10,800 right now, and the missing about 16,800. To kind of put that into perspective, there's a story that I read a few days ago on their mobile site regarding a school that when the earthquake from 2 weeks ago came, they had been evacuating with no forewarning that there was an impending tsunami coming their way, and they basically spoke with a mother and son who there's a second son that isn't coming home, and for all intents and purposes most of the children from that school were wiped off this earth. You hear that death toll number and that missing number, and for casual watchers of the news, especially in America and the world abroad, those are just numbers, but for anyone in Japan or close to Japan, or just humanitarian in nature, to put a child's face to a number like that, or children's faces and things like that, kind of is a little too horrific to contemplate. But that's the harsh reality of the world we're living in, and I don't believe, like some of the soothsayers and the naysayers, and that this is the end times. There have been many catastrophes in the history of the world, and there will probably be many more that we haven't even contemplated yet. And while humanity has been around, we've rebounded. We've collectively hunkered down and gotten through whatever it is. But sticking on the theme of Japan, this is a country with a rich history. I've said this before in my 2 previous videos, that over the last 13 years I've been intrigued with and a casual observer of the history of the country, and I'm just fascinated by it. It's a beautiful country, as the accompanying pictures that I found online will more than adequately show. They have made their mark in pop culture. They have a lush historical culture. Everything from making impacts in the gaming world to anime and manga and things of that sort, which a lot of people in Europe and America would be, very familiar with. But what, taking all these things into consideration, that's great. The awe, the beauty of the country, what staples we're familiar with in the world abroad, that's all great and wonderful. But what this time is about really is the people, the Japanese people, and the families that are suffering, that are homeless, that are dealing with irradiated food, and some people aren't going anywhere even when they have no home to go to. They could go somewhere else and they won't, and they can rebound just like any humanity can, but of course with every catastrophe there has to be some level of help, and I'm glad to note that a couple other things that I read, if you watched the previous videos I've done, Sandra Bullock has donated $1 million. More recently, I read that Gwen Stefani, who loves Japan, has donated $1 million. Sharing her love with Japan, the Black Eyed Peas have dedicated their latest video into raising awareness and hoping to spur on further donations to things like the Red Cross. And just really, I hope that more awareness can be raised and more donations can be made from those of us who actually can. And if you can't, maybe, like I am, just trying to say my piece on it, and hoping that for anyone who watches this, it'll give them a little peace of mind. Look at the images that accompany what I'm saying and really think about it. So once again, my heart goes out to the country and the people, and I hope their troubles will be over sooner, and that they will make their full rebound, and that more people will help them in that. So this is SXE Blues signing off. Peace.